Now, we're reading a psalm that's written by David, and what I want to do today as we wrap up, we're going to wrap up with these last two verses, and I have two primary thoughts to share with you. But I want us to read the whole psalm together because it's just a great psalm, and it's good to read Scripture together. So if you have a Bible or an app, open it to Psalm 25, and I want to encourage you to join me. A psalm of David. Unto thee, O Lord, do I lift up my soul. O my God, I trust in thee. Let me not be ashamed. Let not mine enemies triumph over me. Yea, let none that wait on thee be ashamed. Let them be ashamed which transgress without cause. Show me thy ways, O Lord, teach me thy paths. Lead me in thy truth, and teach me. For thou art the God of my salvation, and on thee do I wait all the day. Remember, O Lord, thy tender mercies and thy loving kindness, for they have been ever of old. Remember not the sins of my youth, nor my transgressions. According to thy mercy, remember thou me for thy goodness' sake, O Lord. Good and upright is the Lord. Therefore will he teach sinners in the way. The meek will he guide in judgment, and the meek will he teach his way. All the paths of the Lord are mercy and truth unto such as keep his covenant and his testimonies. For thy name's sake, O Lord, pardon mine iniquity, for it is great. What man is he that feareth the Lord? Him shall he teach in the way that he shall choose. His soul shall dwell at ease, and his seed shall inherit the earth. The secret of the Lord is with them that fear him, and he will show them his covenant. Mine eyes are ever toward the Lord, for he shall pluck my feet out of the net. Turn thee unto me, and have mercy upon me, for I am desolate and afflicted. The troubles of my heart are enlarged. O bring thou me out of my distresses. Look upon mine affliction and my pain, and forgive all my sins. Consider my enemies, for they are many, and they hate me with cruel hatred. O keep my soul, and deliver me. Let me not be ashamed, for I put my trust in thee. Let integrity and uprightness preserve me, for I wait on thee. Redeem Israel, O God, out of all his troubles. Wow, man, this is a great psalm. And I want to finish with two thoughts. The first is in verse 21, where David says, Let integrity and uprightness preserve me, for I wait on thee. What is that an expression of? Well, it's an expression of David saying, God, I'm going to do what is right. I'm going to choose the path of integrity. I'm going to choose the path of honesty. I'm going to choose the path of justice and rightness. I'm going to be a man of integrity, and I'm going to have a life that is upright. He's surrounded. He just profiled all of his troubles and his enemies and his trials and his temptations. And often we're tempted to take the shortcut. We're tempted to get out of trouble whatever way we can. We're tempted to compromise our integrity or compromise our uprightness in an effort to preserve ourselves. What David is saying is, God, you're the keeper of my soul. You're the deliverer of my life. And if I'm going to be preserved or saved, it will be through integrity and through uprightness. So God, I'm not going to choose any other way. Let the choices that I'm making, let integrity and uprightness preserve me. And here it is, for I'm waiting, or I wait on thee. We've talked about the word wait before. He talks about trusting the Lord earlier in the psalm and waiting on God earlier in the psalm. It's not passivity. It is patience, but it is deliberate, faith-filled, hopeful, forward-looking, and frankly, active, obedient patience. Lord, I'm going to do what is of integrity and what is upright while I'm waiting on you to resolve the situations around me. David's saying, I'm not going to get in a hurry and do the wrong thing. And so often we are up against decisions, or we're up against the rush of our lives, and we get in a hurry and we make rash decisions. We make them quickly, And we look back, and sometimes we compromise our integrity or the uprightness. We compromise what we know is right in our lives to do what we think is expedient or comfortable or to get us out of a bind. And what David is saying is, no, I'm going to take the right path through this because you're ultimately going to get me out of this or through it. And so I'm going to wait on you. I'm going to wait patiently. I'm going to wait with my eyes on you. I'm going to lift my soul up to you, and I'm going to fix my eyes. My eyes are ever toward the Lord. And I'm going to trust in you to get me through this. So there's just so much in verse 21 that we need today. We need it right now. We need it this week. But then I want you to catch a thought from verse 22. It seems like out of nowhere almost, he grabs this last phrase, redeem Israel. Well, who is Israel? What is Israel? Israel is the name that God gave to Jacob. Okay, so at first it's a personal name. But then Israel became the name of the descendants of Jacob. So Jacob's family, God's chosen people, became Israel. And so now we know Israel to be a geopolitical power in our present day world. But David knew Israel to be the descendants of Jacob and the chosen people of God. Now, why did God choose a people? He chose a people to reveal himself to all people. He chose a people to write his redemptive historical narrative through, the lineage of the Messiah through, and to unfold his plan of redemption through, so that all of the world would know him and be able to choose him. So it's not that he's just favoring Israel indiscriminately. No, he simply chose Israel to be the people through which he would unfold his plan of redemption. So Israel is God's. If you want to know the reality of God, the existence of God, and the works of God, study the history of Israel. And you will undoubtedly, you will without a doubt, you will without argument determine that there is a God and he has providentially and miraculously intervened on planet Earth through the people, the descendants of Jacob, and especially Jesus. Okay? So David is praying now this last prayer on behalf of his people. Now, at the point that he's writing this, he's likely the king of Israel, and he knows that he is the father of the lineage, the line that will ultimately lead to the King of Kings, the Messiah, the God-man, who will save all of those who believe in him. So the ultimate plan of salvation he knows is going to unfold through him. Now I want you to put this together. He is looking at imminent problems and imminent enemies and vulnerabilities and risks in his life, but he knows based on the promises of God that his lineage is a redemptive story and that God is going to redeem through him, okay? And so he knows the story of Israel is not over. And he's praying to God, redeem Israel, bring us back, save us, preserve us and protect us. Bring us back, oh God, out of all of his. There's the reference that it started as Jacob, right? The family of Jacob, out of all of his troubles. The powerful thought here, not only the historical meaning, okay, but the powerful thought to me is at the very end of this psalm, David turns this entire psalm into a prayer for others. He realizes that his troubles impact others. He realizes that his decisions, his integrity, his uprightness, the rest of his soul impacts all the people that he leads and all the unfolding plan of God in the lives of those that he blesses and serves. Now, my friend, I don't know where this finds you, but I know this: God's given you some people. They're your people. They're those that God's put in your life providentially, family, friends, co-workers, neighbors, and your state of being influences and impacts and has bearing in their lives. And so a prayer of rescue, a prayer of protection and preservation, a prayer of God, I'm going to walk your way, teach me your way, save me from my enemies. It's also, you could say very, very distinctly, those kinds of prayers affect others because you affect others. And so to the degree that you are choosing to do what is right and follow the Lord, there is a vast influential outflow of that in your life. And so, my friend, always turn it up to the Lord and out towards others. That's my thought for you. Always always look at your decisions through the lens of the impact of those decisions. Always look at your decisions through the lens of how does this reflect on God? Am I waiting on God and letting Him do what He does? And then always consider the impact of your decisions on your descendants and on those around you and in your life right now. So redeem Israel. Lord, redeem others through the decisions of integrity and uprightness I'm making today. And that's a good prayer. And that's enough for today. Happy Tuesday. We'll see you tomorrow.